Hey guys, today's December the 18th of 2014. Please pause the video and read the video disclaimer. Pretty much I want to talk about the US dollar. Uh, the US dollar is running the show right now. It's affecting commodities, it's affecting metal, it's affecting the Forex. So it's the big dog on the block, as I say. So I just want to give you kind of what I'm seeing with the US dollar. Take it, for what it's worth. It's just what I see in my charts using price and time technical analysis and WDGAN techniques. And if you trade Forex, commodity oil, talking about oil, I took some time off from trading Forex because the dollar was pretty much stagnant, what WDGAN calls lost motion for the last couple of days. I kind of put a pause on Forex and started trading oil and made some huge money. Amazing. When you ride an energy commodity like that with a negative bias, it could, your bank account gets really big. So I'm grateful that I took some good positions in there, good price levels, and missed a pop. But what I'm about to show you with the dollar, if this thing continues going higher, I think crude is going to go. I think it's going to go lower. So with that being said, let's get into the charts. Okay, so this is the US dollar. I don't know why this thing is popping up over here. But anyway, this is a monthly chart, and you can see that right here we pierced this pivot high of 88.90. We're right now heading towards maybe this 89.97. If it could get up there, that's another pivot high. And mind you, this is a monthly chart, so each candle is a month, and this high right here of 92.53, which is the high one up here. So these are the big levels you want to keep an eye on. We already broke through here. We might be heading to this 89.97, but we'll see. Bringing this down to a 15 on a weekly, the value area high is the 93 and 60 right here cents. That's the value area high. So we broke through all the value. This is the point of control, so this could be a possible target, and these in gray are those pivots I showed you. Right now we hit a pivot here of 89. It's kind of close. Where are we? Right here, the 89.60-ish level. We're almost getting close there. I think today was what, a 89.59 or 89.61 high. So we just hit this pivot, and let's see what happens here. We've been chopping around here, but I'm going to show you why we've been chopping around here and why it's just kind of getting, it's just pulling teeth to go higher. But if we do break out above here, this would be your target at 89.97, and if you do break above there, then your next target would be the 90.68, and obviously like the pivot highs I showed you. But don't get it twisted, the dollar is bullish, very, very bullish. So those are the levels you want to jog down to keep an eye on the dollar. Next thing I want to show you is my linear regression big picture. You can see, looking at the monthly, we're very overextended to the top range. Doesn't mean that I could continue pushing higher, but we're very, very overextended, very bullish. On the weekly, you can see that we've been hitting this channel right here for the last 3 weeks, and we're trying to push higher, and right now it's at 89.61. So I mean, we're at the top of the range. Same thing over here. We kind of hit, these 3 days we hit here, pulled down, and now we're pushing higher. So here's what I'll show you, but on the monthly you can see that we're really very overextended. Next thing I want to show you is seasonalities on the dollar. What has the dollar done for like the last 20 years on a weekly price action chart, starting from December 15, the week? How does the dollar close the year? Looking at the last 20 years on the weekly chart starting from December the 15th, there has been 7 downs and 9 flats out of the 20 years. The euro has closed the year 7 years out of 20 has closed down towards the end of the year, and then 9 of them were flat and 3 were up. So when I mean up, like you see here, this is what year was this? 2011. See how it popped and it closed the year positive. Right here, this green 2000. Is this it right here? Was it 90? No, not this one. 97. It closed positive for the year. This green right here, which is a 2005, close up here. So you can see those 3 pretty much closed positive for the year. And then there was a bunch that was just flat sideways, and then there were 7 that closed down. So from this point of this week towards the end of the year, euro has closed more down to the downside than to the upside. And then, chances are, we could just be flat. People taking vacation, traders gone, and less, volume, and, it just could go sideways. So just wanted to show you those statistics. What else I wanted to show you? This is a thing I call Fib Grid, and these are, big levels to watch using Fibonacci levels. And we've been chopping around here. We're finally above it. And if this thing pushes higher, then I can say that we have a target, one of the targets, 91.12. It's kind of interesting. 91.12. A little more, you probably have 9.11. But anyway, that is one of the targets too. But it's all the way up there. And we're kind of like halfway almost to it. So just keep an eye on that. The next thing I wanted to show you is this is what I call my Gann grid. And you can see that and this is monthly, by the way. All these I'm going to show you are all monthly. We can see that we just pierced right through this angle right here. And I'm just going to show you, right now it's above it. So before it was kind of resistance, now it's above it. So it looks like it wants to push higher, which I don't doubt it because it's very bullish. Is that the first one? Yep, that's the first one. I have a bunch on the monthly that I've done, and I just keep an eye on it. You can see that we broke through this 88.90, and this was a pivot high on a monthly. What's the third one? Same thing, 88.90. If it continues pushing higher, this could be possible resistance, this angle right here, which is at 90.24. Remember that? 90.24, that angle right there. Where are we? The third. So now we go to the fourth. Right here, there's a pivot high, which is at 89.97. It could probably be heading up there. And if it kisses that, it could be a possible resistance. So we'll see how that plays out. Let's see. Same thing here. We just blew right through it. And we probably could be heading to the 89.97. Same thing right here. Let's go to 6. The 25% level, which is at 90.56, could be a possible target. See how strong it is? It went above the 1 by 1. It's pushing higher. And 7. And within time and price, we're going to hit the 200% next year right here. So we got all this energy blow up and see what happens here. I think I covered it all right there. This is a 61.8 fan angle right here, and you can see that it's had a tough time here, and now right now it's above it. Could this be a bull trap? I don't know, but I'm just showing you that this is an angle that I've had there for a while, and I've been watching it. And you're going to see it somewhere else. This is just more like pitchfork and trend lines that I draw, because sometimes it could get just too crazy with all these lines. But I had just pitchforks and trend lines, and I added this fan, and you can see that right now that's where we're struggling, but right now we're above it, or kind of chopping around it. Anything higher? Oh, actually, yeah, the 90.74. And my Fibbo, this is my Gann grid also on the dollar. For those that have seen my video in the past, remember when I was telling you I had a nice little short, got a nice little drop, and then it came back up, pierced this, and I said if we pierce this arc, we're going to go and test this 61.8, which is the one I showed you on the other chart right here, and that's where we're at. This is where we're at right now. The 100% in time using this grid and swing pivot, you can see that it's going to be coming in on March the 19th of 2015 right here. This is going to be a crossroad. So right now we're trying to get above this 61.8 fan angle, and if we do, we're definitely going to 90.24. 90.24, which is a 38.2%. So you got to keep an eye on the dollar, because if it's gonna move, that means oil's going down, dollars going, gold, euro, a bunch of your forexes pair with the dollar are gonna get pushed lower. You can see the Aussie already pushing lower, so that could be a possible target. And we're 89.60, and we're getting momentum. Now, we do fail this, it's going to be a strong, it could be sideways. We could go sideways and then, eventually start selling off because there's no conviction to the upside. But it looks like it wants to go and kiss these levels right up here. And lastly, the big picture of what I have on the chart. Where's my big picture? Here it is. This is just the monthly, weekly, daily, and a 12-hour. You can see that on the 12-hour we're strong. Everything is, we had a squeeze plays on a 12-hour, and we just had to trigger a buy signal that just triggered now on the 12-hour. So everything is strong on the 12-hour. For those that use Astro Trading, we're coming in to the equinox, change in season, and we have a new moon coming up, the 19th. 22, somewhere around there. So it should be interesting if this is what we call a blowout steam, and then to go to the downside. W. D. Gann teaches that sometimes a lot of instruments and commodities and Forex and stocks change direction on these seasons. So let's see how this pans out, but just showing you what I see. Up. But it's very bullish. Looks like a double top. But if we continue pushing higher, then we're going to go higher. You can see here 3 weeks. We've just been stalling. But it's still bullish. Everything is strong. There's nothing weak here on the weekly. Everything is telling me that it wants to go higher. And on the monthly, is interesting. We're coming. What is this? That's the 200 simple moving average on the monthly right here, which is it's somewhere around the 90-ish level. Maybe it wants to head up there, and we're getting close to the 12.5% right here. So there could be a lot of resistance here. Open this up a little more. Yeah, the 200 on the monthly is the 89.97, and then this level right here is the 12.5%, which is at 89.83. It should be interesting how it pans out. And look, we had a squeeze play. Well, this monthly though, and look, all to the upside. Money, coming in strong to the upside. Hopefully this helps you with the dollar. Keep an eye on it, because if this thing tanks in turn, it's going to go hard. Make some pips.